In this video, we're going to show you how to create a really cool effect, just like this.
Hi guys, Chris and Christina here with Wondershare Filmstock, and we're here to help you make better videos and empower your inner video creator. If you clicked on this video, then you're probably very excited for the release of the new Spider-Man movie, No Way Home. And what better way to celebrate than to show you some really cool superhero effects from the Superhero Cinematic Pack from Filmstock.
We're going to show you how to create a really cool effect, and you might notice that it's something similar to what Doctor Strange does in the movie. So this will actually be in two parts. We will have another video where we will show you how to recreate the shield effect, which you may have seen in the movie as well. So make sure to check that one out after you watch this video.
But in this video, we're going to show you how to use the Doctor Strange portal effect in your videos. You can use this one in many different ways, and it can be done using a few simple editing tricks. So let's get into it.
To get the portal effect, you will have to download the Superhero Cinematic Pack from the Filmstock's website. The link for that is in the description below.
And you will of course need Filmora 10, so the link for that is also in the description.
So let's jump into Filmora 10 so we can show you how to put all the pieces together to create this effect.
Okay, so I'm going to show you how to use this effect in the two different ways that you saw. So let's start with the more easier one in terms of editing. So this one right here, where the portal just appears right beside me, is something that you can do no matter where you are. So let's have a look at that one first. So to start, you will of course need your base video. So here's a video of me just casually drinking my coffee or tea. And that is going to be our base for doing this effect. So I'm just going to drag that onto my timeline. Now you do not need to have a green screen behind you to be able to do this one. We just recorded this part in the same place as the other part, which is why the green screen is still there, but you do not need one. So let's just get rid of that green screen, and how I did that was just put a picture or video below my clip, and of course used the chroma key. And then you can click on the little picker to pick the color that is behind you, and that will mask out the background into whatever background you have below your video on the timeline. So I'm just going to put a plain wall behind me just so you can kind of imagine that this was your own wall. So now that we have our video of me and my background, which has a little bit of space, let's add in the effect that we need. And that is of course the portal element. So it's in the elements section under Filmstock. Find our pack, which is the Superheroes Cinematic Pack. And here you can see there are 4 types of portal. I guess some of them are at different angles. So yeah, you can choose whichever one you think fits best. For me, in this clip, I just wanted to choose one that was straight on. So let's start with that one. And I'm going to put it over the top of my clip so it looks something like this so far. Now of course that portal is not in the correct position, so go ahead and move it to wherever you need it to be in your frame. And of course don't be afraid to adjust the scale too to make it bigger or smaller. Now for me in this clip, I kind of feel like the more oval shape of a portal might be better than just a complete circle. But it's up to you whatever way you want this shape to look, your call. So now I'm at the point where I've made the portal the shape that I want. What I also did was I put a 3D LUT on this one as well, just to kind of change the color a little bit. I liked how the dark film looked on this one. Totally up to you. You can just keep it as is or make it a specific color if you like. So now that I have that, I now need to change the inside of the portal so it looks like another dimension. So the next thing we're going to do is decide what we would like the inside of our portal to look like. So again, this is totally your call. Totally depends on the type of video that you're doing and what you want the inside to look like. And the fun part is that it can actually be, well, anything. So find yourself something to put into your portal. A picture will work well, but a video just kind of adds a little something extra. So I like to find some stock footage from the Filmstock website. You could probably find something really cool to put inside your portal from here. Or of course, if you have your own footage, you can use that too. So once we have decided on a clip, I'm just going to take the night sky one right here, and you must place it underneath your portal. Okay, so you want that to be underneath as a layer on your timeline. And to make it fit into your portal, what we're going to use is what's called an image mask. So you can find that in the effects section. Go to basic and just scroll until you see, there it is, image mask, and we're going to drag that onto the clip. Aha, and now you can see we are creating the right shape for inside this portal. So we're going to double click, find the video effects, and then using the sliders we can change the shape of this mask. So change the height, change the width, and also move it across the frame as well. And what we're doing here is changing it so it matches exactly to the portal shape. So once we have created the perfect shape, you can see that the clip is already on screen before the portal comes on screen, so that can be a little silly. So what we want to do is add a transition to that to make sure that they both appear on screen at the same time. And it's as easy as that. Now you have a portal that opens up into a whole new world, and the fun part about this is that you can change that portal background to anything that you like, and you do it all just by using the shape mask. Okay, now let's move on to the more difficult one. So I've added the video of me with the green screen background, just casually drinking my coffee, and Chris rudely reaches in and steals my hat. And that will be the base of this video. So the first thing I'm going to do is try and find a nice background for this clip, which is the reason why I used a green screen. So now I have a much nicer background for this clip. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is to add in that portal element. And again, I'm going to have to resize that and reshape it to fit my video. Okay, so now I have that the way I want it, but you will notice a big problem right about here. So as you can see, when Chris reaches in to grab my hat, the portal is over the top of his hand. That's a problem. And that's something we can fix very easily. So what we need to have is a part of that portal over the top of his arm and a part of that portal behind his arm. And that is why the use of a green screen is very helpful here. So I'm actually going to copy and paste the element, put one above the clip and one below the clip. So obviously on this left side, we want it to be in front of the arm. Okay, so we will be taking away the part that's behind, and on this right side, we don't want it to be in front. We want it to be behind, so it looks like Chris's arm is actually going through the portal. So all we're going to do there is add a crop effect. You can see I'm using this slider to take away that right side. So it now looks like the portal is behind his arm on that side. So by using the crop tool here, you were able to make it look like Chris's arm is coming through that portal instead of it just being in front or behind him. And then the last thing we need to do is to change the inside of the portal to make it look like a different background. And just like we did before, we need to make that picture fit inside the portal. So again, we're going to use our image mask. And something that also is really fun to do with these portals is using a shake effect. And how I did that was just go to effects and go to filters, and then in the shake section I used the extreme shake effect. And that is all you need to do in order to make this portal effect in your videos.
So hopefully you now know how to recreate that effect. Feel free to try it in your own videos and get as creative as you want with it. And don't forget to check out part 2 where we show you how to recreate the shield effect.
If you do have any questions about this one, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Keep creating and we will see you in part 2.